Hello. Well, I've been thinking about this video since I filmed it last Wednesday. And the reason being, number one, is it's very long. Number two, it's very political. And so it is not like I'm trying to hide my political feelings, because if you've checked out any of my socials, I'm out there for everyone to see. And I'm also very proud of it. I work hard on campaigns of people that I believe in, so does Mike, and we're just all about that. But I'm trying to keep the Helen Lee channel to what I love and what I started it for, which is Beaufort and family and friends, and I want to keep it that way. But this was a huge thing I did on Wednesday, totally out of my comfort zone. I spoke in front of a large crowd, and I was so scared, and I practiced so hard, and it just made me feel so good about myself that I actually got up there and did it. And I want to empower other people to get outside, think outside of your box, and do things that maybe you normally wouldn't do, because I felt great after I did it, and I want to share it. So, you know, I hate to draw attention to myself. No, joke. And so I wanted to also let you know, in keeping with what we normally do here, this week, I think there's a couple of new stores in town, and hopefully tomorrow I'm going to one of them to film and get that video up. So I'm very excited about that. But again, I struggled with posting this, but it's who I am, and I hope you enjoy it and all the other things that are coming for 2020. So anyway, thanks again. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell and share my channel with your friends and your family and even strangers. Okay, that's all. Have a good week.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Hi. I know you all here have done your homework or will do your homework on the candidates running for South Carolina District 1. And I know you're not here to see me, so I'll keep it brief, and I will just share with you what I know about Chris Cox personally, and then I'll let him do the rest. Chris came on my radar in 2013 when I watched him on TV mow the grass and pick up trash at our national monuments by himself in Washington, D.C. And he did this because our veterans were headed to Washington for the Million Vets March. And Chris was outraged that our great vets would have to see our beautiful monuments covered in trash. So determined to stop war memorials from becoming political pawns, Chris temporarily relocated to Washington to become a full-time, unpaid citizen lobbyist to persuade Congress to support his legislation. And 2 years later, he secured the introduction of the Monuments Protection Act. In 2015, inspired by then candidate Trump, Chris formed Bikers for Trump. Now, under his direction, Bikers for Trump has grown into a huge coalition with over 300,000 members, and I am a very proud member of, and they played a key role in getting Donald Trump elected. So we are very proud of that. Through all this and much more, Chris has formed a really strong bond with President Trump, as well as some other key decision makers in Washington. I've even seen several times President Trump thank Chris publicly for assisting him in his election, and that's pretty impressive. So as you do your homework and study all the great people that are running to take out Joe Cunningham, just know that Chris Cox is not a conventional candidate, nor is he your everyday politician, but he is a lot like somebody else we all know and love. So I give you Chris Cox, and he will answer your questions.
Sure. Thank you, Helen. And thank you, Kathy, because I really have a lot of respect for Kathy. She's got just the perfect demeanor. I could take a couple lessons from her. But I want to thank everybody for coming out today. And you know, Helen brought up the fact the first time you guys probably ever saw me, because I think you know me, but you don't know you know me, and that was during that Lawnmower Man thing. And what happened there was when that government shut down, I went out there because I didn't want anybody to vandalize the memorial. So I was out there from about 7 o'clock at night till about 5 o'clock in the morning on a beach cruiser. The third day I was leaving, and one of the trash cans right beside the Vietnam Memorial had overflowed, like 3 trash bags around it. And I went and I got all the way back to the house I was staying at, and I was ashamed of myself. I went back to Walmart, got trash bags, and about 600 trash cans later, I lost count.